Yo, episode of Who's Waking the Bacon with Me. What's up with y'all today, man? Let me get y'all a little closer to me. Get a little closer person. Yo, what we gonna talk about today is damn man, shit. Oh, camera crooked, man. I'm trying to fix it. What's up, y'all? Who's Waking the Bacon with Me podcast? We about to get it in. Let's get it in. Yo, what we about to talk about today, let me move y'all closer. Feel like I can't see. Need y'all to be able to see and hear me. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Yo, let's talk about today. Trying to get down. I got some different type of weed under the bottom. Trying to get to it. Yo, what we gonna talk about today is Accountability, man. Being accountable for your actions and your ways. Being accountable means you gonna recognize your wrong. To me, this is what it means. You recognize your wrongs and you fix them, man. And if you have to apologize for something being wrong, that's being accountable, I feel like, for it. And I feel like a grown-up should be accountable for their actions at all times. Accountability is a great quality. Accountability, accountability will carry you a long way. That's a quality recognized by some of the best. Accountability is a quality that a lot of people don't got. You gotta be accountable. That accountability helps yourself too, helps you identify, be able to become a better person when you're accountable for things that you've done. Truthfulness comes with accountability. Truthfulness to self. Truthfulness to self comes with accountability at all times. You gotta have a level of truth in there to be accountable for your wrongs. Own up to what you do. Being accountable is being a straight up and down 12 or 6 o'clock type person. Like my crystals up, baby. Trump for blacks. Trump for, yeah, man. If that's what Trump gonna do, if that's what Trump's plans is, then let's see what he gonna do. Trump need to be for everybody. Even Donald Trump need to be accountable, held accountable. Accountability, that's what we talk about today. How many of y'all be accountable for y'all mistakes? For y'all, when y'all wrong? Sometimes, a lot of times, accountability comes with an apology. Because I believe after you become accountable for your actions, you become a better person. Why are you doing the work of trying to become an accountable person? You're doing the work necessary to grow, but from inside out. You're doing the necessary work to grow inside out. Accountability, man. We gonna keep saying that today. So y'all, if y'all tuning in late, y'all can get the message. Accountability. Being accountable for yourself, your actions. You need to hold people around you too to that standard. Everybody around you need to have good accountability skills so they can know that even when you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world, but you gotta be accountable. Twist that thing out. Y'all almost ready to light y'all L's up. See that crystal, y'all? Thing beautiful. You bring it closer so you can get the real beauty of it. Thing got power in it, boy. Yeah, man, let's 2025. Let's be more accountable for our actions. Word up for everything. Accountable, just accountability, period, man. For the things you say. Like I said, sometimes it takes apology. Being accountable, you do certain things when you're not accountable for your actions and things you do wrong. That when you do become accountable person, you can you can you're gonna have to come in with an apology because from the times you wasn't accountable, you leave a trail of residue, like bad residue. It's like a bad taste in your mouth. You leave a trail of bull crap, bullshit. And then when you become accountable, that's what, excuse me, that's what I'm saying. When you become accountable, then when you become accountable, then you have to come through with like a trail of good stuff after you ain't an accountable person. People that's not accountable, I feel like I'm some of the worst type of people, man, because they either some of the worst type of people or they just ain't reached the level of being an accountable person. Let me say that. Let me say that first. So, but the ones that know, you got people that know they commit heinous acts and crazy things they do, and they know it, and they not willing to apologize for it. So that's what it is. When y'all get a chance, go check out this book right here, Home Remedies. It give you A lot of health information to keep your health right and stuff like that. Do you? Do you? Of course I do. Of course I love Jesus. Jesus loved me back. How about you? Do you love Jesus? I definitely love Jesus. Man. Jesus is a real person. Jesus is real, man. That's for another. That's for another live though. Today, salute. Today we talk about accountability, but on a note that you talk about, yes, I do love Jesus. That's just like on that note, I'm gonna piggyback off of you. Let's say loving Jesus. Like I said, you're gonna have to be accountable for everything, even not loving Jesus. I believe that. They say the ones they say the ones that not cleansing themselves properly and stuff ain't gonna be able to ascend when it's time spiritually. Let's clean ourselves up inside, decalcify the body, get you some lion's mane. That's good for the body. There's a couple other things, man. You get you some colonial gold, colonial silver, THC, THC, THC liquid, mix it with lemon and hot water, aloe, get the organic aloe juice. You make a mixture, heat it all up in a pot, drink it on an empty stomach by around about 12 o'clock. Then before bed, you make the mixture again. The mixture is very, very expensive. It's like $120 for all the mixtures. So you take all that I just told you with with a half a lemon. You take one tablespoon and a half of each colonial gold, colonial silver, aloe vera, organic aloe vera juice, THC liquid, half an orange, boil it in a pot, drink it on an empty stomach before 12. Thank me later. You'll almost never get sick. Thank me later. We're gonna start giving away cures and remedies every day for certain things. And also at the end of the live, we give away every 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 other day we'll give away a couple sports picks, man. On one of my previous lives, I gave away winning sports picks. If you go back to it, I gave away the playoff winning sports picks before they even came out, before the games even started. But back to the accountability factor. Yo, you have to be accountable, I believe, for not even recognizing that there is a creator. There's accountability for all things. That's like it's just like if you did, like, let's say you went and robbed a gas station. Don't rob a gas station, but just let's say, let's say you robbed the gas station. And let's say somebody caught you. Let's say, excuse me, let's say the police caught you, right? And when they're interrogating, they always ask you what. And this is an example. They always ask you to tell them that you did something before they have to find evidence or search cards or whatever. Just an example. They ask you to be accountable for your actions. Not telling you you should be accountable for your actions for crimes all the time. You do with that as you may. But I'm just using that as an example. People in society expect you to be accountable when you do wrong. A lot of people, like, let's say friendships, some friendships end, or whatever relationships end because a person is not ready to be accountable for their bad ways or their actions. Let's move this back so y'all can get a better view. A person like work, that's something I would love too, for a person to be accountable. That's something that I very, very much respect. Even if somebody, think about it, even if somebody was doing wrong, it makes it a whole lot better when a person just say, you know what, I was wrong. I was wrong, I apologize. I will do better or I won't do that mistake again. And maybe it won't heal with friendship or relationship or whatever, business deal that you have with somebody. But when they go off by themselves, they gonna say to themselves, you know what? At least this motherfucker was decent enough and human enough to apologize. They was decent enough and human enough to apologize. You ever saw, like, well, another example, if you ever watch like court TV or something, and let's say somebody was to harm somebody and unalive somebody in another family, and then inside the courthouse, when it's time for you to speak, sometimes, Because a lot of times, a lot of people don't want no apology. They don't care if you be accountable. Some of the crimes people do, it don't even make sense to try to be accountable if you did a heinous act. The only person you should be accountable is to yourself and the people of the families or animal, whoever the act got done to. So you'll have somebody stand up in court and don't care about what they did. And a lot of times you'll hear the family of the victim excuse me. A lot of times you'll hear the family of the victim say the person didn't even apologize or help the family or help whoever by with an apology and just saying you sorry or being accountable like we talking about for your actions. A lot of times that's all it takes. And like I said, take it take being a 12 to 6 o'clock person, which means straight up and down, to be an accountable person. Everybody not gonna grow to be an accountable person because, like I said, some people can't dig inside themselves and change things within themselves, or even have accountability. You gotta have a little empathy too. Thinking about it, gotta have a little empathy. You feel me? Definitely gotta have a little empathy because, like I said, being a solid person all goes within one. Being an accountable person, being a stand-up person. When you're a stand-up person and you do wrong, you apologize for it. You be accountable for it. People that ain't accountable, they never gonna apologize for their actions. So that makes them not an accountable person. And like I said, the accountable and the unaccountable are miles away from being the same person. I practiced being accountable because when I was younger, you know, when you're young, you don't want to be wrong. You don't want to hear you wrong. You feel like nothing you do is wrong. So throughout your childhood years, you try to develop through through being taught from the elders and people that have been there before you and been through more than you, being taught how to be accountable. Like I said, some people get it. Some people work on themselves and say, you know what? I've been doing wrong. I've been doing wrong. I'm gonna apologize for the wrong I've been doing, and I'm gonna become a better person. Unaccountable, they say I ain't apologizing for shit. See the difference? There's a difference. the unapologetic ain't a bad thing all the time. And we're gonna say that. Let's start with that too. Being unapologetic ain't a bad thing all the time. Because sometimes you be in your glow, your positive energy glow, and you don't feel like apologizing because a lot of times, a lot of time, it don't be you with the negative energy. So sometimes being unapologetic is good too, but being unaccountable and being unapologetic is right up the same alley. It's right up the same alley. Unapologetic and unaccountable. They both start with you. You and, excuse me. Yo, man, try to work on yourselves 2025. If you wasn't apologizing, if you got somebody you felt like you did wrong, and you being unapologetic, apologize to them people, man. Call them up. You might got a friend that y'all ain't talked in years because a small situation. And let me add this too. Sometimes you gotta apologize sometimes you gotta be apologetic and accountable for some actions that isn't yours either. And I'm gonna explain that. You might have a friend that's not at the stage where they being accountable, right? And you at that stage and you recognize sometimes they might do something foul or against the rules of being family or friend. And you as being an accountable person, you recognize the people that aren't because you see certain things from them. But you might have to be accountable for someone else's actions sometimes. If you love that person that much, understand that. If you get that through your head, if you love that person that much, you would apologize even when you're not wrong to that person, right? In hopes of you teaching them how to be apologetic. Because the person know when they wrong. And if they see you apologizing, even when they wrong, excuse me, it might teach them how to be accountable for their actions eventually. Word up. Yo, if y'all agree with that one, or when y'all run this back and listen and check it out, y'all can send me a message, man. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Um, yeah, that was a deep one. I gotta say myself because I had to apologize and be accountable to a couple of people in my life when I wasn't wrong. When I wasn't wrong, I had to apologize to a couple of people in my life when I wasn't wrong. And it actually made them deal with me better. Because like I said, a person know when they wrong. So if you apologize to a person, and they know in their mind and hearts that they wrong and they willing to change and willing to become an accountable person, they gonna treat you differently after that. Cause that makes a person aware and mindful. When you're accountable, it rubs off eventually. Some people it don't. Like I said, the people that say I ain't apologize for shit, them the people that's not accountable. Sometimes. So man, you want to be an accountable person. The word of this is being an accountable person. And don't forget, when you get a chance to go get this book, Home Remedies, Time-Tested Methods for Staying Well. Excuse, excuse me. Time-Tested for Staying Well. It's been fun, man. That drop in the team, man. Don't forget the word of this, being accountable. We out, y'all. Accountability.